Right, here we are then. Week 5, the final week of normal league play. And guess what? It's the top 5 plays of the week. I am your host, Nate Tube, but you can all just call me Nate. But I'm not going to sit here and waffle. Let's get straight into it. So, in 5th place, we have the San Antonio Espers, coached by Sly Guy. Now, the Espers decided to play their Blaziken quite similar to what the Detroit Luxrays did in Week 3. On sending out the Blaziken, he decided to Dynamax straight away. He used Max Knuckle, which, as you know, increases the physical attack, which not only took out the Vanillux, but managed to boost his speed because of his ability, and managed to boost his attack because of the move. Because of making that decision, he managed to destroy the rest of his opponent's team. Now, this is quite a basic play, but honestly, with some of the changes that he made, some of the smart decisions that he made throughout the match, I think he definitely belongs on this top 5. Let's take a look at this one.
So let's do it. Let's Max Knuckle. Let's get a +1 attack. If he switches, he could switch into a Mungus and take, like, the hit. I'm not sure how well he's going to take a... I'm not sure how well he will take a fighting move if he doesn't do that. Because even if he did switch, the Vanillux will die from Stealth Rocks when he switches back into it. I think this team just specifically destroys Zygarde. Alright, Dairy King dies, and that's like the 3rd turn of Aurora Veil. Is Aurora Veil 4 turns or 5 turns?
In 4th place, we have the TJ Dropouts, coached by Smoosh Moosh. Now, on the first turn, he decided to get his Meowstic out of there because he knew that Zeraora would be a huge problem for it. He then switched into Garchomp, which obviously is a ground type and could cause a lot of problems to that Zeraora. Zeraora in first turn decided to work up, which was a bit of a worry. But Smoosh kept their cool and decided to Dynamax. Smoosh decided to use Max Quake, which, as you know, increases the special defense. He did this 3 times, which pretty much made Garchomp unstoppable for the rest of his opponent's team. He was able to take multiple attacks and chip away at the rest of the opponent's team. Might be a simple play, but once again, quality play and definitely belongs on this top 5. Take a look at this one.
I'm just gonna go ahead and do this with the rough skin and the... Oh yeah. Eat this damage. Eat that damage, girl.
Now, unfortunately, I have to do this because I have to be professional. In 3rd place, we have the Colchester Celtics, coached by Pokepidge. Now, he started off with a Swords Dance, as he knows that his Hatterene is invested in speed. It was able to outspeed quite a lot of my team quite easily, considering I wasn't invested in speed in the slightest, because I was playing a Trick Room team, which I didn't play very well. Anyway, he then knew what to do, and he baton passed into Solgaleo. Now, turn 1 of Solgaleo coming out, he Dynamaxed, obviously with the +1 attack and +1 defense from the Swords Dance that was carried over from the Hatterene. He decided to buff up his Solgaleo even more, so it's pretty much unstoppable at this point, with 2 Max Knuckles and 1 Max Quake. This pretty much allowed the Celtics to wipe up the rest of my team. As much as I hate to say it, I think that was a quality play from you, Pidge. Let's have a look at this one.
Aha, okay, we are quicker.
We are quicker. I think in this situation, the Zamazenta, maybe. No, not quite yet. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Let's go into the Solgaleo. I'm hoping you're using a steel move. Heavy slam, okay. Good. I think that still would have hurt Zamazenta quite a lot. So, right, do we Dynamax now? Dynamax now. That's what I'm saying. Screw it. Let's go. Use the Max Knuckle on a +2 attack and get another attack increase. That's what I say. He could go out to the Slowbro, maybe. That's not a bad idea if so. He's not switching out. Okay. We're going big. Dusky Baldy. I haven't worn the purple suit in a while. I've just seen it there. It's up there hanging up. Solgaleo. Clear Hail. Sorry. Okay, we go for the Max Knuckle. I know it's not going to be as much as close combat. Oh. Has he got an EQ on this? Has he got EQ? Has he got EQ? He's got Heat Crash, which won't work on Dynamax Pokemon.
How could you do that to me, Pidge? Now, second and first place was very, very hard to decide for this week. There was a lot of amazing plays this week, and I was really struggling. This was probably the hardest decision I've had to make as the host of the Plays of the Week so far. But, without further ado, in second place, we have the LA Inferno, coached by Lonely Hermit. Now, although he allowed his Lapras to go down, considering the Darmanitan was able to outspeed it anyway. However, he knew that the Darmanitan was going to superpower a second time, lowering its defense and its attack, pretty much making the Darmanitan very vulnerable to what comes out next. So LA brought out the Zacian, who was very lucky to pull off 2 Swords Dances, while this Darmanitan is very vulnerable. And Zacian pretty much has something for everything, so Lonely Hermit was able to pull off the reverse sweep with the Zacian. Let's take a look at this amazing play.
I'm going to let him kill us. We're going to let him kill us. Because Zacian could come in. 10. Super. We're going to go to Zacian. We're going to Swords Dance. We get up a free Swords Dance. Free. I think the Reflect is up for one more turn. I think. We'll double check it right now. Yes, has to be. One more turn. Perfect. So we can 100,000% take a hit. And I think Close Combat runs free on his team. What can this thing even do to us? He didn't switch. I'm going to get up another Swords Dance. He didn't switch. I'm going to get up another Swords Dance. That's the only thing that can stop us now is I'm gonna put another Swords Dance. The only thing that could really stop us is possibly Zeraora. But now Close Combat runs free on his team. We have Solar Blade for the Groudon. I think that's GG's.
So as you know, this week there was no sweeps. So for the honourable mentions today, I'm going to throw in a couple of really good plays that I think could have made it into the top 5, but not quite there just yet, but still amazing plays. So we start off with the New York Matangs, coached by Metamaxis, and it was simply the option to use Stealth Rocks, which he did, and that is the reason why he pulled away the win. He was lucky that his opponent was switching quite a lot, and it just chipped away at the opposing team, and right at the end he managed to knock out the opposing Pokemon with the Stealth Rock. So quite a simple plan, but managed to win him the game. And the second honourable mention goes to Mr. Toast, who coaches the Montebello Morpekos. And honestly, it was just down to the brilliant moveset on the Rillaboom, which honestly is the reason why he won that match, in my opinion anyway. That Rillaboom was a real problem for the opposing team, and I think the movesets you had on it was amazing. You knew when to use them. You used them all at the right times, and it caused a lot of problems for the opposing team. And now we finally move on to the first place of Week 5, Season 5, and the last top one of the plays of the week this season, and that goes to Nate Tube, the coach of the Walton Wingoals. All right, fine. I'll do it properly. No, it actually goes to Snowdonia Frostmoths, coached by JakeXY. Now, Jake was playing very, very riskily this week, and sometimes you've got to be a bit ballsy to win a match, and this time it worked out for him. Now, I think it was very, very smart to start off with the Sword Stance on the Mimikyu, and then, of course, Dynamax in the Mimikyu, making it even more of a powerhouse. This then allowed Mimikyu to sweep up some very worrisome Pokemon on the opposing team that could have made the match go the other way. This, of course, gave Snowdonia the upper hand and managed to come away with the win. And I'll tell you what, I think the reason why I put this one in first place is because I've really enjoyed seeing Mimikyu this season and how well Jake has been playing with that Mimikyu.
I'm going to get a nice Sword Stance off. So +2 now. Beautiful. Now I could get really greedy and go for another one. Which I'm going to do. Which is what I'm going to do. I'm getting real greedy right now. And it's probably going to backfire. But you know what? I don't care. I don't care. Okay, let's go for the... Do we Dynamax? Yeah. Screw it. Get over here. Okay. I like it. Is it going to stay asleep? That would be crazy. That would be mental. If this thing stays asleep. Do we Oko though? Do we Oko? Ay, ay, ay. Mimikyu. You naughty, naughty girl. Is I go first, a girl?
So, there we have it, the end of regular season and into the playoffs. I'm going to wish everyone the best of luck in the play-in matches and the playoff matches. My predictions for this season is Metamaxis, possibly Pokepidge, and you know what? I'm going to throw it out there, the Snowdonia Frostmoths. I'd love to see Jakey win this season. I have been your host, Nate Tube. I'll see you all next season. Take care, everyone. I've been Nate, and you've been great, and I'll see you in the next one.